Alright, y'all. So I hit the gym already. I hit arms and I did a little bit of legs. I hit legs yesterday. I'm doing this thing where I'm gonna do my best to try and incorporate legs every single day, cause I do have a good lower body, like naturally, but I have lacked on it. I'm not gonna lie, and so obviously I'm gonna incorporate it more versus my other muscles in order to even, my body out, and we're getting there, but day by day. But now I wanted to hop on here, y'all, because like, so right now, man, it seems like a little dark in here, huh? I wonder if I open this up, it'll make more of a glare on my glasses. I don't know. But so something that, like, I'm experiencing right now is that I feel called to do these videos and to do this daily, and it feels good. And so does, working out, pretty much investing in myself, reading, journaling, stuff like that. I'm sure you guys see the wax pen here, and some people have their views on that. And I'll just leave it at that. Y'all can have that debate on it. I have my view on it. But I'll just say this, I've gone amount of times without it through my healing process, understanding that I don't need it in order to function, or in order for me to operate in life and this and that, or that I need it, like I can't operate without it, And so I've overcome that, and so now this is just something that I enjoy, something I like to do. It's something that I have control over, It's something that it did take a while for me to overcome, wanting to quit, and then, going back to it, and then really quitting and understanding what it was, and understanding that I don't need external things in order to validate who I am, nor dictate my trajectory in life, how I operate, how I show up in life, because I know I've showed up in life very aware, very intentional without it, and I've also showed up in life very aware and intentional with it, and so it's all about your perspective, and it's all about, yourself. If you know yourself, if you smoke and you're lazy and you're not gonna do shit, it's like, why smoke it and whatnot? If you want to get things done. But it's like, for me, like, I've overcome that, that physical thing about it. So at least I'm doing it, learning it day by day. But right now, it's just like, I'm feeling called to do these videos and, speak with y'all, do this on a daily. But also another thing is just kind of like, there's no, obviously, real payout, so to speak, versus if you go to a 9 to 5, you'll get your money within the next week or two, right? Versus like things like this, it takes time, it takes effort, right? It takes energy. But one thing I heard from I forgot who it was, but I believe they were like at a seminar or something, and the speaker was just talking about how, we put so much time, effort, energy, or focus on a 9 to 5, something that doesn't really fulfill us, when we feel called or enjoy doing something else that, could potentially make a living for ourselves. And so, but, we allow, obviously, society things to get in the way, and so that creativity, that funness of trying that thing goes away, and you're just kind of like settle for kind of like what everyone else does. You give up on that dream, And so right now I'm kind of like in a dilemma of like, oh, well, where I was going was like, why focus your time and energy on that versus all your time and energy, like all that. Let's just imagine if you put all that time, energy, focus on your 9 to 5. If you do that to the thing that you feel passionate about, that could potentially make you more money, or just have money coming in, but at the end of the day, it's like trying to get over that monetary, earthly thing of money, changing my relationship with money. It's something that I know I'm overcoming, not just on myself, but also, family wise, generations, you know, before me, a generational, chain that I'm sure a lot of families go through, but so that's my dilemma right now. It's just following what feels true to me, what feels right to me, and I understand people are gonna give me advice. People are gonna, try and guide me or think what's maybe best for me, right? But ultimately, that's where you need to go within. One needs to go within and truly go what they feel right, Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's your life, man, Like, yeah, people older than us have the experience and whatnot, this and that. But also, you know, times are changing, and yeah, maybe externally you may be wise or whatnot, but internally, I feel like that's more important, being rich and abundant in spirit, and wise and knowledgeable in spirit versus external, But that's just me, I see things more of a more internal, spiritual type of way versus external, you know. I understand that I don't necessarily need money in order for me to feel good and do these videos and, be excited about my day versus, other people are, they don't have a job or they're going through something and they're like, man, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm going through this, or I'm eating like shit because I'm going through this or this and that, and it's just like, even though, yeah, I may not have a job, and even though, yeah, maybe certain things in my life externally to others may seem like I'm going through a hurricane or whatnot, but it's like, I'm at peace. I'm okay, like, I don't feel wild up. I'm not worried. I'm not fearful, like, and one thing I'm learning as well is to not allow other people's outside projections of what they feel just because they feel worried or fear or whatnot, and they're trying to put that on me, maybe unconsciously, and that's okay. But that's also a test for you to be like, okay, here's an opportunity for me to overcome what certain people are trying to project onto me, fear, worry, not, not listening to myself and stuff like that. Those are things, you need to overcome. That it's hard. It is, going onto the path of healing and self-development and ultimately just reaching that life that you want, It's going to take time and it's going to take effort, It's not going to be easy, but certain people out there do want to overcome these certain things because they understand that they're not the only one that will be going through this. And so not only do they want to help others, but it's going to help shave years off their life, help them overcome what they need to, and then, that cycle will repeat, God willing. Most likely it will. But, that's just what I'm going through right now. But at the end of the day, it's a blessing because it's allowing me to see things clearer, not get so emotional, not get so tied up onto the earthly things, and to give in to the thoughts and opinions of others, and whatnot. But really, just what I feel, is true to me. And at the end of the day, at times, once you get to be alone with yourself a lot more and you're okay with being alone by yourself, you get to know yourself and you begin to understand that, you're not gonna go astray of yourself. You would rather listen to yourself than other people at times, because at the end of the day, it's your life, man, Just because other people may want to see you do something or this and that doesn't mean it's right for you or that you should, And it's just like you're doing it to make someone else happy, or you're doing it because it's gonna please them in some way. But at the end of the day, it's like you're the one that's suffering, You're not happy. You're just kind of waking up, just like dragging your feet. And it's like, I feel like a lot of us go through life like that, and I'm sure a lot of people have, ended their life like that. And if you think about it, it's very sad, because it's just like, who doesn't want to just wake up feeling excited, like being like, man, like I get to live my life, instead of being like, I gotta get up, go to work, you know, gotta go deal probably with some bullshit throughout the day, and probably maybe some more bullshit throughout the night. I'm gonna fucking drink it away or whatnot, and it's just like it's just like I'm not repeating that process, man. I'm not doing that. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm called to do, And it's just like, yeah, it may be weird to others what I'm doing, or may, seem questionable, and it's just like, at the end of the day, that's okay, because those people, are some of the people that are closest to me, and they love me and they care for me and they want what's best for me. Or at least they think they know what's best for me. But ultimately, like I said, when you get closer to within yourself, you develop this connection with God that is just undescribable, and the connection with it and the feeling of that love is just undescribable as well. But you learn to really trust more God, lean more on God. We always talk about pray to God, God and this and that and blah blah blah, and it's just like, but when it comes down to like really to tough down decisions, people are like, no, that doesn't make sense. You need to listen to me and this and that. And it's just like, so what happened to God? It's just like, and then like, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of contradicting. So something I want to do, and something that I've heard a lot of, people who are successful and stuff, is that they just learn to go within themselves, learn to follow God, learn to help others, to be there for others, to give to others, and ultimately don't worry about, how things are going to play out or whatnot, but just to follow your heart, to follow what you feel called to do, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and it may be different from what my family's used to doing as far as like how they get money, that if they want to choose trading their time for money, that's on them, that's okay. I'm not judging them, and I'm not going to make them feel like shit for it either. That's their life, but me personally, I see life differently. I know there's other ways in order for me to gain money, and it doesn't mean by me having to go travel to a job site, or having to go clock in and like being told when to leave, or having to ask someone when I can have vacation and this and that. And it's just like, but that goes hand in hand, man. We need business owners, and we also need employees, Someone needs to do those things. Everything's in balance, man. Everything has a balance in this life, We have losers, we have winners, we have good, we have evil, we have light, we have dark, above, below, in, without. Take, give. Everything has a polarity, cause, effect, Everything has its polarity. But, at the end of the day, I'm very blessed, though, that I'm able to experience this, like I said, because someone out there is maybe going to be going through the same thing, because at the end of the day, like, I've met only one other person who's 18, and that was my age when this had happened to me, but I had dropped out of school, and he didn't graduate either, and I'm 25, and so he was just kind of telling me his game on that, and I was just telling him, like, yo, if you really want to, be in a 9-to-5 or whatnot, then do your GED, do it now, because you get your GED now, you can get into a union, a nice job. By the time you're 25, dude, you'll be making bank. 26, bank, for sure. You'll be way ahead. But if you want to do entrepreneurship and stuff like that, then it's going to be, a tougher road, man. It's going to be a hard, longer road, but it's worth it because not too many people take it. And not too many people who are high school dropouts decide to take that road as well. And so that's something that, after talking to that kid, just something inside me just was like, I need to continue to keep going, like, regardless of how I feel. And yeah, sometimes obviously I'm gonna feel sad, I'm gonna be upset. And there might be days where, I'm gonna have to take a break, maybe a day or two or a week, but ultimately we will continue to get back on that horse, climbing up those stairs, continuously pushing forward regardless. At times, yeah, we're gonna need a rest, make sure that we remember the mission, why we're doing this, and we can keep pushing forward, And so I was just like, man, I need to continue to push forward with these videos, with, my fitness, with my mentality, with spirituality and stuff like that, because, he was a little bit on the more overweight side, and so was I, no shade, but I have transformed my life from that to being a little bit more into the physique that I like to be in. And so, at the end of the day, I remember being in that type of situation, and like, you don't feel good about yourself. When you don't feel good about yourself, you don't have confidence, and you question yourself about life and who you are and stuff like that, And so it's just kind of like, and he inspired me to keep going, to push forward, It's just like, little does he know that kid, that maybe he may think that he's nothing, or he's questioning his life and where he's gonna be at, and that he may feel a certain way about himself because he didn't graduate and everyone else did, and everyone else is, he feels left out and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's like, he inspired me that I need to keep going in order to not just show him, but others that who have not graduated, that it's possible. Just like I've encountered people, I didn't think that, for some reason, I don't know why, but selfish Anthony back then thought he was the only person in this world that dropped out of high school and was gonna make it and whatnot. But come to find out that Bradley didn't graduate, Richard Branson didn't graduate. Who else? Oh, I have this book right here. Hold on. Ryan Stewman didn't graduate, and they live, in society terms, pretty successful lives, And so just knowing that there's other examples out there that you're able to do those things, anything is possible in this life. It's all just about your mentality and your will to continue to push forward. And so it just he inspired me, and they inspire me to, keep going, keep pushing forward, that there's more to overcome. Yes, it's hard, yes, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be generations past us that need people to look up to, And that's where you really need to get over your own ways and your own selfish ways. And it may be intimidating, it may be a little scary to think that you have the potential of, being great, being known for something, just making a mark in this world. It could be a little scary or intimidating, but you gotta understand that you are a powerful person. You're meant here for a reason. You're put here for a reason. And, you don't get just these ideas or these certain things in your head just out of the blue, There's a reason why you feel called to start this, or you feel called to go do that, or be here, or whatever it is, There's a reason for it. And so what I'm learning is that, and what I've heard, and just experiencing through videos and listening through testimonies and stuff like that, of following that voice of where they need to go, what they need to do, and ultimately leading them to, fulfillment, purpose, bliss, peace within themselves, not having any more anxiety, not worrying about the future, the past, what they've done, or anything like that, not worrying about religion or what this person thinks about them or whatnot, you know? They're truly just at peace. And so, yeah, man, I think that's pretty much going to be the message for today. Also, another thing, while I'm not working, is just trying to find things that, you know, obviously I do the things that I like, read, journal, work out, you know, do these recordings, but it's also trying to find out things that, you know, also fulfill me, make me happy, and getting out there and being out in nature in the sun, you know, because that's also good. It also helps us, you know, get away from earthly things and the city and all the commotion and be one with nature, you know. Actually, I might end up doing that today. Pool looks pretty nice, sun's out. Pool looks good. I might actually hit the pool, dude. I was thinking about the beach, but I mean, the pool seems cool. So I might hit that right now. Yeah. So that's that, man. Catch y'all later.